And we are back, and as promised, in the studio with us live this morning is your superintendent of Lubbock ISD, Dr. Kathy Rollo. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on this cold morning.
Yeah, it is a cold one, isn't it?
It
Well,
is.
and this is a great day to find out exactly when is school going to start today.
So we are starting 2 hours late today. Buses will run 2 hours on a delayed schedule. We've asked staff to, of course, drive very carefully, but get to school in ample time to prepare for students to arrive.
Well, a long list of things. You've got so much going. The McCool Academy. What's the top priority we want to start with
Well,
this morning?
since we are delaying school today, maybe we could talk a little bit about how we make those decisions.
Yeah.
I think your
Yeah.
listeners might like to know
walk
that.
outside, put your finger in the air, and say, "Up, that's it."
Yes, the nieces and nephews start calling the night before. Aunt Kathy, please delay or cancel school.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, actually. We have a group of administrators and also our Durham transportation providers that drive the streets. We all have different routes, and then we get on a shared platform at 5 a.m. and communicate what we've learned. And then I'm also communicating with our surrounding superintendents. It's really better if we can all be on the same page. And so we try to make a decision together, and then our team makes a decision. Ultimately, we're going to do what we feel like is best for our kids in Lubbock ISD. But
So you do, to some degree, coordinate with the other school districts?
I do with Keith Bryant in Lubbock Cooper and Michelle McCord in Friendship. So we just have a text thread going.
Yeah.
And so Keith said this morning their roads were very slick on 1585 and south of that. I think Friendship decided to stay on time. They didn't feel like they had as many slick conditions, since parts of the loop were closed this morning due to road conditions, and that's right also by our bus transportation barn. We decided to delay just out of caution and to give our students more time to get to school without feeling rushed.
Yeah. Let the sun come up.
Well, we also know that the roads are continuing to deteriorate a little bit as the sleet and snow continue to fall.
Well, the high today is supposed to just be 32.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it's going to stay cold.
If that all holds true, we could have some really nasty road conditions.
I was kind of thinking you wanted kids to stay home because I think Frozen 2 comes out today. And,
I saw the video of
My
a little
kids-
girl that reenacted in her backyard
oh, man,
last
my
Wednesday.
kids
Yeah.
my kids are so excited. They went and saw it twice in the theater. So I'm like, I did not see it at all. So I got lucky at that.
Well, we had enough cushion in our calendar with instructional minutes to be able to have last week's snow day, but we don't want to push that too far
Yeah.
because then we have to make up days.
Add days.
Yes.
Well, in general, how are things going for this new semester?
They're great. We're very excited about opening the McCool Academy, the new STEAM Magnet Middle School in the fall. And so we've been busy recruiting both teachers and students for that program, and really looking forward to that.
So is the transfer deadline over now?
The transfer deadline is closed,
Okay.
but we've left it open for McCool
Okay.
until we fill those 200 spots for both 6th and 7th grade.
Yeah, it's hard to get the first one set up, isn't it?
I would not say it's hard. I think it's actually exciting.
Yeah.
We've had some models to learn from and look at, and so lots of expertise to go into it. Is it a lot of work? Yes, but I think it's exciting work.
And so as far as like teachers, administration, everything like that, do y'all have it in place for the McCool Academy right now?
So
or is that going to be something y'all
administrators
do in the summer?
Definitely are. In fact, they are already on board working hard. And so right now they're going through a process of twofold. Number one, they are interviewing staff who are interested in teaching at McCool. We had several Lubbock ISD staff members who had previously been trained in project-based learning, and were doing that within their classroom. But now the opportunity to take that to a whole campus-wide focus is exciting to them. So they're carefully selecting which teachers will fill which spots. And so they're choosing staff, but they also are recruiting kids.
So do they actually recruit, as in do they go and say, hey, I know you've had this training, this would be a perfect placement for you, or do they wait for applications to come in?
We actually
and then
sent
just...
letters to teachers that we knew had gone through this training.
Okay.
Yeah.
The principal did.
Is it tough to find teachers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say absolutely yes.
And I suppose still, particularly in math and science, probably.
Math and science, special education, all secondary teachers right now are very difficult to find. We are seeing across our nation a shortage. Now, we're hoping that some things that the state has done will help us with that. We have a teacher incentive allotment that was part of House Bill 3 that allows us to pay effective teachers more money. And Lubbock ISD is going to be a front-runner trailblazer in getting that done for this next school year.
Is that teachers in those areas that are hard to fill?
It's all teachers.
All teachers.
So
Yes.
You're going to pay all teachers more.
No, we're going to pay. Well, we are paying all teachers more.
Yeah,
All teachers got a significant
That's
raise.
a done deal already.
But teachers who have demonstrated effectiveness working with students that grow students, and we've already had an award system in place around that, but the state revenue that comes in with allowing us to do that makes this even more exciting across the state.
So secondary, that's everything after elementary?
Yes,
Okay.
middle school and high
is
school.
that somewhat, is that a discipline issue? I know that I'm not trying to pin you down on anything, but just thinking about, you've got kids in elementary, you know, they're kids, but they kind of go into puberty and turning into adults. They become more, I guess, of a safety issue to some extent, as well as they're harder to discipline. Do you think that that's why teachers don't necessarily want to teach that age?
I don't. I think that with secondary teachers, it is a matter of if you can get a degree in biology, for example. In many cases, you can go into the business field and make more money than you can as a teacher. So you really have to look for someone whose passion is teaching and biology, for example. And that's a harder person to find. However, we continue to recruit. We try to grow our own. We try to. We have a Ready Set Teach program in Lubbock ISD to help grow our own teachers. So we do have things in place that we're working on. We also are a district of innovation. So if somebody is working in the business field and has a college degree and they're interested in teaching, we have ways that we can bring them in and get them alternatively certified so that they can teach.
Yeah.
Well, and also programs that have been in place for a long time help you pay for your student loans as well.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay, it is 7:15. Again, we are going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with Dr. Kathy Rollo with more. And I would like to remind you, if you have a question for Dr. Rollo, 806-680-2790 is our text line. And we're back at 7:20 here on KFYO Mornings with Matt and Dave, Dr. Kathy Rollo, the Superintendent of Lubbock ISD, with us this morning, and we've got Wester Elementary School. What's going on there?
Yes, so Wester is very near and dear to my heart. I actually went to Wester Elementary School.
No, get back.
I did.
Just a few years ago.
Just a few years ago. But in more recent years, probably the last 7 to 8 years, the school has had some declining scores. With the state accountability system. They met state standard, but their last year they did not. They were actually an F campus. And so we knew we didn't want to wait and let that continue without doing something different at that school. And so we have new leadership that will be beginning there next school year, Stacy Hurst. She's actually been going to some training in Austin with TEA on how to refresh a school and do some things differently and invigorate the programming. So it will be a STEAM-focused school with an emphasis on the arts. And so we're really excited about that. It'll be something that we have not done in Lubbock ISD before. It's not that the students are being rezoned or anything like that. We're just doing some refreshing of the curriculum so that we can hopefully get the kids engaged and back on track academically.
Very good.
Okay, and y'all looking at breaking ground on a new elementary school this Thursday?
Yes, we are. So we have a new elementary school that we will start building. After Thursday, we're breaking ground. And as Jeff says, hopefully we're breaking ground and not snow on Thursday morning. And this is a school that we are building, and we're combining 3 elementary schools that serve right around 200 students. That is Guadalupe, Jackson, and Wright Elementary.
Where is this going to be?
This school is right in the middle, actually, between those 3 elementary schools. If you draw a triangle with those 3 elementaries, this school's right in the middle. It is where our current Mahon school site was, which was not serving as a school. It was serving as our print shop, materials production, Sodexo office out of there.
So it's been demolished and
Yes, or
see.
in the process.
I see.
It's almost completely demolished.
so from the ground up, new school.
From the ground up, a brand new school. We're really excited about this campus.
And we haven't named it yet?
We have not named it yet. We're getting ideas from the community right now, and hopefully we'll be ready to name that sometime this spring.
Do you take donations?
We take donations, so if anyone has ideas.
Anyone has a giant donations, can they make the name?
I don't know that $100 will get your name on the school.
I doubt it.
Our board is looking at our current naming policy, and they want to make some changes to that. So we're going to make sure our policy is in good shape first, and then we'll solicit names for this new school.
Well, I'll tell you, the McCool Academy, what a cool name for a school, huh?
Isn't it? We are so excited about that, especially knowing what that school is going to be focused on.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
So you've got, let's see, you're recruiting. You said the recruitment's still open for McCool Academy.
Yes. So we're doing presentations right now at all of our elementary schools and talking to 5th graders and showing them what kinds of learning experiences they will be doing at this new school. And
So this new elementary school is part of the bond that we passed not that long ago.
yes.
And how's everything else going as y'all move forward with what that was used for, like
So-
security and whatnot?
It is absolutely moving fast and furiously. We have 3 additions that are being built right now as we speak on 3 different elementary schools, and that's to get more kids into the brick and mortar of the actual building. Lots of projects going on right now with hardening our campuses. Most of that work will be done during the summer because a lot of it is disruptive to the school day. And so this summer there will be several hardening packages. And what that means is creating the secure vestibule entrances at every campus that does not have one, which is most of our campuses, as well as installing some different films on the glass in those main entrances that help make them less easy to penetrate. And then we also have PA systems that we are installing in all of our schools that allow for fast two-way communication from anywhere in the building. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I know Lubbock ISD has is they have the opportunity to get college credits whenever they are going to high school.
Yes.
How does Lubbock? I know some of the schools work with South Plains College, but I think y'all work with, is it Texas Tech?
So
who do y'all work with?
Both.
Okay.
we work with South Plains College in our dual credit classes, which we offer many of those at all of our high schools. So we do offer just the regular dual credit through South Plains. We also have AP courses, and students can take an AP course and pass a test, and then they can earn college credit through that. We also have IB, International Baccalaureate courses. There is a test with those as well, and that's at Lubbock High School, and you can earn college credit with your IB test if you reach a certain level. And then at Estacado Early College High School, that's where we partner with Texas Tech, and students can earn up to 60 college hours from Tech.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I know that some of the kids, when I was working at Tech, this was a while back, they would come in and they would be sophomores.
Yes.
You know, or even close to being juniors, and you're like, how does that happen?
So my youngest son entered Tech halfway through his sophomore year. Now, let me tell you, he's in his 6th year right now of Tech. So he switched majors a couple of times, but
Well, what a great deal if you can do it.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll save you some money too, because I'm telling you,
Well, no
school
kidding.
is expensive. If you can get done in 3 years, it'll save you a lot of money.
Well, and you can actually earn industry certifications at our ATC, Advanced Technology Center, and that also can be articulated dual credit with South Plains College.
Well, in the minute or so we have left, I mean, we have people tuning in and out of our radio show all the time. Probably a good time to remind everybody that we have Lubbock ISD starting 2 hours late this morning.
Yes, we are delayed by 2 hours.
And we've got Lubbock Cooper starting 2 hours late, and Friendship starting on time.
As of right now, that's
As of
the
right
last
now.
that
So,
I heard.
So that's the latest that we have on school closures and or start times. Let's see, what is it supposed to do tomorrow, weather-wise?
I think it's supposed to be nice
tomorrow. So
Yes.
this will be
I think it's only
typical
going to be in
deal.
the 40s, but it'll be nicer.
This will be a typical West Texas storm. Comes and it's real cold, and then by noon tomorrow it's
Yes.
all gone, and the birds are singing. And
Well, we are ready for some spring weather.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I hear that. So, so is it? I know that hardening the schools and has been top of mind. I know we talked about that in past visits with you, and it was. Is it going well?
It is. It is. It's going to take us probably 4 to 5 years to get to every single campus to complete those hardening projects, but it absolutely is going well.
Well, that's good to hear, because I know that there's particularly a lot of parents that's very concerned about that. Okay, I think anything you'd like to close with? We only have a very short time.
We just appreciate parents' support and drive safely out there this morning.
Oh, there you go.
We were going to have a safety meeting tonight at Monterey. That has been canceled due to
Okay.
weather.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Dr. Kathy Rollo, Superintendent of your Lubbock ISD.